Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Orlando Valido, or Pimpoli that they call me on YouTube. Tonight they're going to bring you another contribution artist biography. And here comes the first name of the person, Bice, contribution artist. Here comes the first picture and the second picture of him right here. First and second, as you can see right there. Uh, I'm going to let my computer to do the job for me of reading his autobiography because it's a little bit long for me, and I don't think my voice is going to last too long either if I do a long podcast. Maybe in the future when I get over this cough that I have that battled me for more than 2.5 months, you know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this autobiography of Boy Bice. Bye bye, guys.
Bo Bice. Harold Elwin Bo Bice Jr., born November 1, 1975, is an American singer and musician who was the runner-up against Carrie Underwood in the fourth season of American Idol. Prior to auditioning for American Idol, Bice released a solo album as well as a few albums with his bands while performing on the nightclub circuit. Bice charted in 2005 at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 with a rendition of Inside Your Heaven from American Idol. He released the album The Real Thing after American Idol to minor success before being dropped by RCA Records. He started his own record label Sugar Money and subsequently released 2 more albums, See the Light and 3. He was also the lead singer of Blood, Sweat and Tears from 2013 until 2018. Childhood. Bice was born in Huntsville, Alabama to Nancy and Harold Elwin Bice. His mother was a gospel singer, as were his grandmother, great-grandmother, and aunts. Bice was nicknamed Bogart as a newborn by his grandmother, Granny Madge, because she thought he had Humphrey Bogart eyes. His family continued to call him Bogart, but when Bice was in kindergarten he shortened it to Bo because he did not think Bogart was cool. Bice's parents divorced when he was very young, and his mother remarried years later. Bice grew up with his mother and stepfather, Earl Downs, a Coca-Cola manager, stepsisters Jenny and Sharon Downs, and half-brother John Corrin. Bice has 2 other half-siblings, Candace and Matthew, on his biological father's side. The Downs family moved around the South frequently. They lived in Georgia, Alabama, and Florida, including the metro area of Atlanta. In 1990, when Bice was 14 years old, they moved to England, as part of his stepfather's European assignment with Coca-Cola in London. Bice spent his teenage years living in Gerrards Cross. Bice attended London Central High School, a Department of Defense school primarily for children whose parents served in the military or worked at the U.S. Embassy. In high school, he carried his guitar everywhere and played football. It was around this time when Bice worked with some English alternative rock musicians. Citation needed, he formed his first band, Spinning Jenny, while living there. Bice would have graduated in 1994, but in the fall of 1993, Bice dropped out of high school just before turning 18 to move back to Alabama, where he earned his GED and attended classes at Calhoun Community College from November 1996 to May 1997. Career beginnings and American Idol, 1997 to 2005. Upon leaving Calhoun and spending 1 semester at the University of North Alabama in Florence, Bice turned professional and performed in shows all across the United States, the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Europe. He was a veteran of the nightclub circuit, releasing his first CD in 1995 with his band Purge. His other pre-Idol bands include Blue Suede Nickel and Sugar Money. Among his credits were opening for Blackfoot and Warrant as well as performing live and recording with Johnny Neal, formerly of the Allman Brothers Band. Bice had recorded other albums prior to his stint on American Idol, which included Ex Grazia, 1999, with his band Purge, and Recipe for Flavor, 2000, with Sugar Money. In 2001, Bice was charged with purchasing cocaine at a strip club. In 2003, Bice was arrested for possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and public intoxication. He avoided jail time by agreeing to enter a drug program. For the 2005 season, Idol producers raised their required age limit from 16 to 24 to 16 to 28. In August 2004, Bice's mother and several other family members encouraged him to go try out. Since he was within the eligible age limit, he would turn 29 in November 2004. Along with Constantine Maroulis and Taylor Hicks, winner of season, Bice was one of the oldest contestants to audition and participate on American Idol. Bice and Maroulis were among the first contestants to compete using the rock idiom. His performance in the audition stage of the Allman Brothers Band's song Whipping Post drew raves from the judges. His later performances established him as one of the favorites in the competition. During the final three performance show, Bice took the risk of performing without a band or backup singers. He sang In a Dream, an obscure song recorded by Badlands. In June 2005, Bice was quoted in Rolling Stone magazine that his last thought during the Idol finale was, "Please, God, don't let me win this thing." In comments during a subsequent appearance on The Today Show, Bice backed off this stance a bit, saying that he thanked all those who had voted for him. He lost the final, ending up runner-up to Carrie Underwood. In Alabama, May 24 was declared Bo Bice Day by Governor Bob Riley. Two members of the group Lynyrd Skynyrd surprised Bice during his trip home from Idol and performed Sweet Home Alabama with him in his hometown of Helena, Alabama. Idol performances. Week theme song original artist result. Auditions Contestants' Choice In a Dream Badlands advanced. Contestants' Choice Whipping Post The Allman Brothers Band advanced. Hollywood Round 1 Contestants' Choice The Letter The Box Tops advanced. Hollywood Round 2 Contestants' Choice God Bless the USA Lee Greenwood advanced. Hollywood Round 3 Contestants' Choice Buddy Holly Weezer advanced. Top 50 Contestants' Choice Get Ready The Temptations advanced. Top 24 Contestants' Choice Drift Away John Henry Kurt safe. Top 20 Contestants' Choice Whipping Post The Allman Brothers Band safe. Top 16 Contestants' Choice I'll Be Edwin McCain safe. Top 12 Song of the 1960s Spinning Wheel Blood, Sweat and Tears safe. Top 11 Billboard Number 1's Time in a Bottle Jim Croce safe. Top 10 1990s Remedy The Black Crowes safe. Top 9 Classic Broadway Corner of the Sky from Pippin safe. Top 8 Year They Were Born Free Bird Lynyrd Skynyrd Bottom 2. Top 7 1970s Dance Music Vehicle The Ides of March safe. Top 6 21st Century I Don't Want to Be Gavin DeGraw safe. Top 5 Lieber and Stoller. Current Billboard chart Stand By Me. Heaven Ben E. King. Los Lonely Boys safe. Top 4 Country. Gamble and Huff It's a Great Day to Be Alive. For the Love of Money John Randall. The OJ's safe. Top 3 Clive Davis's Choice. Judge's Choice. Contestant's Choice Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. I Can't Get No Satisfaction. In a Dream Elton John. The Rolling Stones. Badlands safe. Finale Idol single. Contestant's Choice. Contestant's Choice Inside Your Heaven. Long Long Road. Vehicle Carrie Underwood / Bo Bice. Christian Luzi. The Ides of March runner-up. Post-Idol, Marriage and Fatherhood, 2005. Signed to RCA Records, Bice's first single, released June 21, 2005, was his version of Inside Your Heaven. The single debuted at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and number 1 on the Billboard Hot Single Sales chart. Bice's single replaced Carrie Underwood's version of the same song at number 1. It was certified gold in late July 2005. Bice was invited to the Bonnaroo Music Festival by Trey Anastasio. He sang a song with Willie Nelson at a Birmingham concert and was invited by Nelson to perform at Farm Aid. Bice appeared on Carlos Santana's 2005 album All That I Am with the song Brown Skin Girl. On June 15, 2005, Bice married longtime girlfriend Caroline Fisher in Helena, Alabama. Bice had met her when he was working as a guitar store manager, and frequented the Ragtime Cafe in Hoover, Alabama, where she was working her way through college as a waitress. Their first child, a son, was born in September 2005-8, a second son was born in August 2008-9, a third son was born in January 2010. This was Bice. 10. Their fourth child and first daughter was born in April 2012. 11. They reside in Covington, Georgia. 12. On July 31, 2005, Bice broke his foot while performing in concert in Manchester, New Hampshire. 13. But carried on with the tour. On August 18, Bice, who had been suffering from stomach pain for months, was rushed to the hospital for emergency intestinal surgery to remove a blockage caused by a life-threatening intestinal condition called intussusception. He was sidelined from the tour for several shows. During his absence from the tour, fellow contestants Anwar, Nico, Scott, Anthony and Constantine paid tribute to Bice by singing Sweet Home Alabama and wearing Bice t-shirts. 14. Bice returned to the tour for the final two concerts in Syracuse, New York, September 10 and September 11, a benefit concert with proceeds going to the American Red Cross to help victims of Hurricane Katrina. In addition to playing that concert, he opened his home in Helena, Alabama to a family displaced by Hurricane Katrina. On October 7, 2005, Bice introduced his own band, Sugar Money, in Mobile, Alabama at Bayfest. He performed two concerts the following week, including a benefit concert for the victims of Hurricane Katrina, but was back in the hospital the next day with surgery complications. In November, Bice was named Heartland Hero of the Week on John Kasich's show, Heartland, for giving up his house to the family displaced by Hurricane Katrina and for using his music to raise money for victims of Hurricane Katrina. Jim Croce's family awarded Bice the Jim Croce 20th Annual Music Award because the Croce family had been greatly moved by Bice's performance of Croce's song Time in a Bottle while he was a contestant on American Idol. The Real Thing and Recurring Medical Problems, 2005 to 2006. Bice's solo debut album, The Real Thing, was released on December 13, 2005. It opened at number 4. The Real Thing has the 7th highest opening for a debut album by an American Idol finalist. Bice's band at the time appears with him on 3 tracks on The Real Thing's dual disc version. In January 2006, CMT aired an hour-long TV special called Bice, in the Moment, which chronicled Bice's life post-Idol during the recording of his album, The Real Thing. Their cameras had followed Bice around for months during the making of his album. The film showed both his joy with making an album and his frustration with recording other people's pop songs. The cameras also captured the birth of his son, Aiden. On December 18, Bice started coughing up blood while rehearsing for a performance on the 2005 Radio Music Awards, and had to miss the show. In February 2006, Bice kicked off a radio promo tour. During the ensuing year of promotional appearances and touring, Bice continued to suffer with the recurring intestinal condition which had not been repaired by the August 2005 surgery. In the span of just a few months during his various tours, Bice was hospitalized 20 times, checking out of the hospitals each time to honor his performance commitments. In March 2006, Bice sang on the American Idol Top 16 results show. In April 2006, Bice was one of the celebrity drivers featured in the Toyota Pro/Celebrity race held in Long Beach, California, that was sponsored by Toyota to benefit various children's hospitals of Southern California. On September 12, 2006, Bice released a cover of the Chambers Brothers' 1968 smash hit, Time Has Come Today, which was the theme song for a new Monopoly commercial. In September 2006, Bice was a special guest star in a TV special called Decades Rock Live, Lynyrd Skynyrd and Friends, the Friends being Bice, Hank Williams Jr., and Three Doors Down. On October 5, 2006, Bice underwent emergency surgery in Nashville, Tennessee to correct his recurring intestinal problem. The surgery came after several rounds of tests and doctors deemed his condition serious enough to operate immediately. The day after that surgery, a complication occurred and Bice had to undergo another surgery. During the subsequent recovery time, Ben Stiller invited Bice to record for the Will Ferrell film Blades of Glory produced by Stiller. Bice made several promotional appearances in connection with the releases. Bice was presented with a gold record for The Real Thing not long after RCA dropped Bice from its roster. Sugar Money Records, See the Light in 3, 2007 to 2013. In the spring and summer of 2006, Bice began to talk of his hopes for a second CD, saying that he'd like to go more rootsy, more country, more southern rock. Bo, 16, Bice encouraged his fans to start a petition asking Clive Davis for Bo's original southern rock songs on a subsequent CD. The Grassroots Coalition to Hear More Bo started the online petition to Hear More Bo, which collected over 5,300 signatures before it was closed February 21, 2007, after word broke that Bice was no longer with RCA. Bice subsequently formed his own record label called Sugar Money/Stratart, in partnership with Strategic Artist Management. He spent the next few months planning, writing, and recording music for his new album, See the Light. Bice introduced many of his newly written songs on a short acoustic tour which began in May 2007 and ended a few weeks later with his hospitalization for flu and bronchitis. See the Light was released October 23, 2007. Bice in September 2008. In October 2007, Bice made an appearance on the TV show American Chopper, the series, in an episode which featured a custom-built PV bike with a built-in guitar, microphone, and amp. PV Electronics Corporation and Bice were working together to develop a Bo Bice guitar for their line of products. Bice had made appearances in PV Electronics Corporation's after-school programs, in conjunction with National After-School Alliance, during which PV donated instruments to schools. In February 2008, Bice traveled to Kuwait and Afghanistan to perform for U.S. troops deployed in the region, and to thank them for their service. He went back to the war region in fall 2008. During spring and summer 2008, Bice continued his tour promoting his See the Light album. He simultaneously spent a few weeks participating in a special tour called It Was 40 Years Ago Today with Todd Rundgren, Denny Lane, Lou Gramm, and Christopher Cross. The tour paid tribute to the 40th anniversary of the release of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. On September 13, Bice participated in Share the Beat, a benefit for the Georgia Transplant Foundation and the James Redford Institute for Transplant Awareness. Bice sang 2 tracks on the Brothers of the Southland CD, a compilation spearheaded by the Marshall Tucker Band's George McCorkle, who had died from cancer just days prior to the recording sessions. On December 2, Bice was invited to Washington to perform for President Bush. Throughout 2009, Bice continued touring to support See the Light. Bice did tour dates with Lynyrd Skynyrd. Bice was honored with the prestigious Lifetime Presidential Volunteer Service Award for volunteering more than 4,000 hours of his time for worthy causes, such as Habitat for Humanity, Katrina assistance, muscular dystrophy, organ transplants, 2 concert tours for the military troops in Iraq, Kuwait, and Afghanistan, Safe House, and many others. In addition to the hours for which he received recognition, he has donated instruments, music equipment, meaningful personal memorabilia, and some of his own paintings to be auctioned off for charities. Bice started 2010 with an acoustic tour to introduce some newly written songs that he was recording for his upcoming album. Citation needed. Bice's Sugar Money record label cooperated with Time Life for the album, which was called 3, which was officially released on Saguaro Road Records on May 18, 2010. Citation needed. On October 12, 2010, Bice guest starred on the syndicated game show Don't Forget the Lyrics and won the $50,000 prize for his charity, MusiCares. Bice was the first celebrity contestant to win the grand prize by correctly singing the lyrics to all the songs in his round. In 2013, Bice sang the Star Spangled Banner at the NASCAR Feed the Children 300 in Sparta, Kentucky. Discography. Studio albums. Year album details, peak chart. Positions, certifications. Sales threshold. U.S. 19, U.S. Indie. 20, Can. 21. 2005, The Real Thing. Release date, December 13, 2005. Label, RCA Records. 460. U.S. Gold, 22. U.S. sales, 673,000, 23. 2007, See the Light. Release date, October 23, 2007. Label, Stratart Records. 150,31. U.S. sales, 62,000, 24. 2010 3. Release date, May 18, 2010. Label, Saguaro Road. 154. U.S. sales, 11,000, 25. Denotes releases that did not chart. Singles. Year single peak chart positions certifications. Sales threshold, album. US. 26, USAC. 27, US adult. 28, US pop. 29. 2005 I Don't Wanna Be non-album singles. Inside Your Heaven 2. Canada, platinum, 30. US, gold, 22. Vehicle. 2006 The Real Thing 5 6 17 11 17 The Real Thing. You Make Me Better. 2007 Blades of Glory soundtrack. Witness See the Light. 2010 You Take Yourself With You 3. Denotes releases that did not chart. Music videos. Year video. 2007 Blades of Glory. Witness. 2010 You Take Yourself With You. Background information. Birth name Harold Elwin Bice Jr. Born November 1, 1975, age 48. Huntsville, Alabama, US. Origin Helena, Alabama, US. Genres. Southern rock, hard rock, country rock. Occupations. Singer, musician. Instruments. Acoustic guitar, electric guitar, lap steel quitter. Years active 2005 to present. Labels. RCA Sugar Money Saguaro Road Loft on Creek. Formerly of.
Thank you very much, guys, for listening and watching the biography of Bice. Bice. I hope you like it. And now I would like to ask you, like always I do, pray for yourself, pray for your family, pray for your neighbor that is next door to you and is the closest relative that you're going to have. This is my view on it, my personal view. Sometimes your family are far away, and the only one who's there for you is your next door neighbor. Anyway, pray in the morning, pray in the midday, pray in the mid-afternoon, pray at night before you go to sleep. Pray there's no more wars, no more pandemic, no more corruption. We need to live in peace and harmony with God. That's what we need to have in this earth. And I think when we read the Bible and things like that, and the more we pray, the more chances that we are going to live a better life here on earth for a while, you know. It's not going to be forever, but it's going to be pretty good if we do that. We need to bring God down to us to help us with this chaos in this world. And we need to be brothers and sisters of the whole universe. Okay, guys, thank you very much for listening. God bless you, all of you. Until next time, Oli Barilo, Pimpoli, bye-bye.